I have never done a live on YouTube before. So I am anyway down here at Station Pier in Melbourne. So I have come down here to check out the Pacific Adventure, soon to be Carnival Adventure. She is here from today, so today is the 16th of March until the 26th of March. So she'll be here for the next 10 days. She does come in and out a little bit as she needs to, basically, so as other ships want to come and pull in. So it is a bit hard to see too much right now because it is still pretty dark, as you can see down here. Thankfully, there's this little undercover area because Melbourne did not turn on the weather for it. We haven't had rain in a while, but it decided to rain today. So anyway, we are here keeping an eye on the Carnival Adventure. Now, like I said, she is here. She is currently the Pacific Adventure, changing to Carnival Adventure. So P&O is now done. There is no more P&O Australia, unfortunately. She is now, oh, hey Scott, how are you? So yeah, we're here in Melbourne at Station Pier. We've got Carnival or Pacific Adventure, soon to be Carnival Adventure. Just let me know if you can hear me all right, Scott, because there's a lot of rain and stuff going on here. But yeah, so this ship's here for wet dock for the next 10 days. I'm going to be making a lot of changes. Perfectly. Awesome. Thank you. So I don't know internally how much changes they're going to be making. I'm going to do a video about the changes that we know of from the deck plans that we've got, and also some pictures that they've put up on the website of what it will look like. We do know it's getting a paint job, obviously renaming, rebranding, so there's going to be a lot of little details around this ship that they need to change in the next 10 days. I know it already started. There were some people on the last cruise on this ship who showed you know, the flotation devices that you throw out the rings. They had already changed that from Pacific Adventure to Carnival Adventure. So I am sure in the way down from Sydney down to Melbourne here, they have made many changes internally that we can't see. I've got a lot of friends who are crew on board, but I'm not going to ask them because I'm sure they probably can't tell me. It's all going to be quiet. But I will be on the Carnival Adventure right after wet dock. So I'll be heading up Sydney, so I'll be able to bring you all those changes firsthand, go through any sort of changes that will be happening to this ship. If you've got any questions, please pop it in the notes, let me know. In the comments there, let me know. But so far we know that the food won't be changing much from what you can expect from P&O. It's pretty much exactly the same. The only thing is they are opening up the free pizza from 11 till 4, so not quite carnival hours, but it's something. You're scared of the spiders, Scott. You know what? If I look around here, I'm sure I could probably find one somewhere for you. I don't know. So I'm just standing under this little gazebo type thing right now. There was a few ants crawling on me earlier off this thing while I was filming, but yeah, I can't see any spiders right now. It's probably a bit wet for them, so should be pretty safe, Scott. So anyway, so thank you for joining in on my first ever live. Like I said, never been live before, so I think this is a special occasion. I came down to the pier just for this, just to see her come in. I tried to film what I could, but the light's not great. I am going to hang around until it gets a bit lighter. Yes, Scott, you are part of my first, so well done. Congratulations. I have done, obviously, your lives with Sean, but no, this is my first ever live. It is a little bit windy. It's not too much. It's a bit of a breeze. It's still quite warm, actually. I am wearing a hoodie, but the breeze is a little bit cool. We've got the FBI here. Hey Ethan, hi FBI. But yeah, it's actually not too bad. I'm really kind of glad that they pulled in on this side, because if they pulled on the other side of the pier, I don't think I'd have anywhere undercover. I don't think you can see it the way the light and all that is, but it is raining here, so it's really quite miserable. It's funny because we've had beautiful weather here in Melbourne for a while, and then today, as this ship pulls in, it decided to, I don't know, Melbourne's just not wanting to play. More lives for sure. Yeah, look, I don't know if I'll do as many as you, Scott, but it is cool to do one. So this is the Pacific Adventure turned now Carnival Adventure. So if you are not from Australia, we have a brand, P&O Australia, which has now ended after 92 years. So it has just ended. So this is a massive deal here in Australia to see the end of P&O. But they did get rid of the Pacific Explorer, which was our ship. Oh, so you've been on the Explorer, there you go. So they got rid of that, which was our ship down here in Melbourne. So now we don't have any ships. So look, I'm happy just to see it here for wet dock if that's all we get, you know. I'd rather sail out of Melbourne, but if we don't have that choice. So they're keeping the Pacific Adventure and Pacific Encounter, which will now be Carnival Adventure and Carnival Encounter. Yeah, so I think Pacific Dawn went before, and then that was a ship before Pacific Explorer. Sorry, my arm's getting sore here. But yeah, so I never went on the Dawn. Pacific Explorer was my first P&O ship. I did 4 sailings on that one. You're going on Splendor in January. Is that, yeah, 2026. Awesome, based off my videos. Oh, thank you. Look, Carnival Splendor, it's a love or hate thing. I absolutely love it. We have spent a lot of days at sea. I think the most people complain about it is the decor, but if you've watched my videos, you're expecting the out there Vegas style decor. It's pretty out there. But for me, the decor doesn't make or break the experience. I go on there for the experience, and Carnival, I always have an awesome experience. I like having fun. So if you want to have fun, Carnival is definitely the cruise line for you. That's why Scott likes it so much as well. So yeah, it looks like the decor. Yeah, look, as long as you don't care about the decor, because the biggest complaints people give us about Carnival Splendor is the decor. And then there's been a few recently about the food. I've got to admit, the food's a bit up or down, but at the end of the day, you've got so many options. I don't understand it being an issue. I've had really good food on there. I've had some that was just blah, but at the end of the day, you've got free pizza, you've got Guy's Burgers, you've got so much entertainment. And like you said, you've got the slides, the pool, there's the water parks, which I didn't think about it until I actually got off the ship, but I don't think these ones have water parks. There's no water parks. Pacific Explorer had it, but these don't. We went on there without the kids, so we didn't even think of that when we were on there. And I got off and I went, I don't think there was any water parks. So there is slides, but especially Alira, my little one, she really likes the water parks. So ideally, you know, we would have that. So that's where Carnival Splendor is still our #1 choice as far as the ships that we've got here in Australia, because we are going on Luminosa at the end of the year. That does not have water slides. It does not have water parks. Honestly, when I went up on the top decks there, I was on a girls' cruise, so it didn't matter. It just didn't feel like Carnival, so I'm hoping that they change that in 2026 when it goes into dry dock, to fall a little bit more in line with Carnival. the Carnival brand that we know. So I think people's biggest complaint with Carnival in Australia at the moment is that all of the ships are so different. Obviously, we've got the two P&O ships, which are very much P&O ships. So for those who don't know P&O ships, if you know Carnival, oh, hey, Joe. If you know Carnival, oh, sorry, not Carnival, Princess, these are all Princess ships. Not a whole lot has changed other than the decor or the interior design. It's been modernized and a little bit more Australianized. Absolutely stunning ships. They're really beautiful on the inside. I have just recently done a ship tour of this ship. So that is up on my channel. So check that one out. I know, right, Joe? I actually never go live. This is welcome to my first live. So early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning for you. So yeah, now I've lost my train of thought. So yeah, so they're basically all Princess ships. So if you know Princess, they are like a Princess ship. And then we've got Carnival, which is probably your closest thing to your typical Carnival cruise ship, but we still don't have the Blue Iguana Cantina, which is your burritos and tacos and all of that sort of stuff. So it's still not quite Carnival. It's the closest thing we have, though. It's pretty much there, just not quite. All right, no worries. Well, thanks for joining in, James. So yeah, anyway, I'm excited to see what changes comes to this ship. So yeah, I think it'll be nice to have a little bit of variety still for those P&O lovers, the ones who love the onboard P&O experience. I think it's going to be pretty similar, but it'll just be a little bit different. I think it'll still be a lot of fun. I don't think that's going to change much. So anyway, I appreciate you guys joining in. If you don't have any other questions, I'm just going to turn you around here. So it's starting to lighten up a little bit, so I'm going to do a little bit more filming. I'm going to pop out a video later today, kind of going through the changes in the deck plan and everything that I know of. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys joining in. I am hoping I'm going to close this out right. It's actually not that cold, Joe. I'm wearing a jumper. The breeze is a little bit chilly. But yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, Station Pier, it's just really wet. So yeah, Port Melbourne here. And then Pacific Adventure. All right, well, thank you for joining in. And I look forward to bringing you a video later today. Scott, Joe. Thanks, guys. Thank you for joining in to my first ever live. Hopefully there will be some more for you. Thank you.